knelt right there without caring who was watching. I told her, please, tell God this and this and this for me. I couldn't speak to him by myself, but I asked her to carry my words to God. She began to pray. When I opened my eyes, Terrelyn was there. I was surrounded with love and care. Everyone I met in that place, no one said much. Just eyes full of love and kindness. They hugged me and touched my shoulders, whispering, "We love you. You are safe here. You'll be okay." That day, I was wrapped in miraculous arms. After the Pregnancy Care Center Edmonton appointment, I was given hope, love, and bus tickets, and then they asked me to come back the next day. I didn't realize it then. But God was already working behind the scenes, quietly, gently, and with a plan far bigger than my pain. In the second appointment, when I returned to the office, I was still broken, still confused, but feeling seen by Andrea and Terrelyn. I was holding on to a thin thread of hope they gave me, but I did not know what would happen next. I did not know that something divine had already been set in motion. And then, on the third appointment, the miracle came. Terrelyn, my caseworker, introduced me to her co-worker, a woman who came and said, "Hello, my name is Karen. I talked with my husband, and we agreed that you can come stay with us for 3 months, then we'll see how it goes. Go and get ready. I will come with my husband's truck to pick you up tomorrow." On the third day out of the 7 days, God provided a safe place. I moved into her basement when I got there. It was everything I had described in my covenant prayer. When I stepped into that basement for the first time, something supernatural happened. My spirit immediately recognized it. The peace, the quiet neighborhood, the sense of protection, safety. The moment I entered, I immediately knew, this is the place. This is the home I asked God for. This is where He hides me. This is where He heals me. My spirit confirmed that this was my home. They welcomed me with open arms, and her family became my own. What was supposed to be 3 months became 4, then 5, then 6, until eventually I gave birth to my baby in that same house. From among those women who worked in that office, one of them became my mother. She is my mother today, and her family became my own, and they will always be my parents. That is how God answered the covenant I made. He gave me a safe place and the family I had asked for without missing any details. My baby, and I stayed with my Canadian mother and daddy. Then when my baby was 11 months, we moved to our own place nearby. But our bond with them never changed until forever. They are my family and I am their daughter forever. We became part of their lives: Thanksgiving dinners, Christmas Eves, birthdays, family movies, daily life. My child is loved like their own grandchild, and I was no longer alone. That's how God fulfilled His covenant with me. Exactly as I asked, within 7 days, He gave me a home, a mother, a father, brothers, sisters, and love without condition. But there is something deeper in my journey, in my suffering, and I believe it was all part of God's preparation. I know I can't describe everything in detail. Even if I tried, there is too much evidence that words can't hold. Even now, as I write, I feel like I'm still discovering all the movements, all the hidden moments where God's hand guided me. When I think back to that day in the Pregnancy Care Center, to my mother and her co-workers and that volunteer who offered a prayer for me, my life in the jangle and the way I was rescued, I can see that was more than an act of kindness. It was divine coordination. When they finished praying for me and told me, "You're gonna be okay," they asked me to find somewhere to stay for one night the next day. When I came back, they told me, "We found a home for you. A woman here is gonna take you in for 3 months." They could have sent me to a shelter. The organization could have paid for a hotel. The government could have placed me anywhere. Instead, God sent me into a home that love had already prepared. When I walked into that house, something deep in me said, "This is home." It wasn't just shelter, it was a sanctuary. They welcomed me without judgment, without questions, without trying to fix me. They created silence and safety, a space where my soul could rest when they said, "You are safe, you are loved, you're gonna be okay." I didn't just hear the words, I felt them. As my pregnancy continued, her whole family surrounded me, her husband, her daughter, her son, and even her extended family. Everyone came together. Family, friends, and church members, neighbors, and loved ones. They made sure I was cared for, without even knowing my full story. It was the first time in my entire life that I received a mother's hug that reached my spirit.